بيع الاسهم بالسوق بشكل عشوائي. فاللي صار انت مع تسلا انه في مين ستوكس وايد في ناس بيجنر يتعاملون ويا مثلا مكان معين يعني باي كان حاله كريبتو وغيره. فاللي صار النظام هذا كله وبالذات خلينا شورت وكان تقريبا حوالي 3-4% يعني كان فاللي صار ان اليوم اتوقع الديلي المتداول امس فضلهم طلعهم كل السوق والحين راح يرد على سبورت ريزيستنس ويرد حياه طبيعيه. فمعناته الحين السوق راح يرد مثل ما قبل لا يتكلم كان تحرك على الاستقرار وبلش التداول العادي. اذا كنا نختار اليوم السوق الحين ماكو وجه واضح حق السوق بس تعاملنا راح يكون مع السوق عاده على لغايه تاكد المبكر لان تقريبا بعدين اتاكد من الضغط ان الناس لكن من باقي الايمان الى الناس ممكن قوي الترامب ناجح من الخسارات انا ما اعتقد هذا الشيء. عشان كذا اليوم تسلا اذا استقر اليوم وما كان بايتكشن راح ينهار راح ناخذهم وبنفس الوقت اذا انهار راح يعيد سيناريو امس اذا طاف اليوم والامس راح نبلش ناخذ شغل الوقت الناسداك
حتى الناسداك معتمد على تسلا؟ ليش؟ ما تتصور انه يوم من الايام يطلع من كلمة ميم ستوك؟
Patience doesn't mean sitting around doing nothing. It means continuing to work, continuing to improve, continuing to take action, even when you don't see immediate results. It means understanding that every step you take is moving you closer to your goal, even if the progress is slow. Too many people give up too soon because they are not patient enough to see the fruits of their labor. But success belongs to those who are willing to wait, who are willing to stay the course, who are willing to keep going. Patience, my friends, is a rare quality in today's world. We live in a time where everything is instant. Instant communication, instant gratification, instant access to information. But here's the thing, real success, the kind that lasts, isn't instant. It's gradual, it's built brick by brick over time. And the only way to see that success manifest is to be patient with the process. There's an old saying, haste makes waste. When you rush through the process, you miss the lessons, you miss the growth, and ultimately, you miss the success. But while patience is important, it doesn't mean you sit back and wait for things to happen. Patience is about understanding that while you work, the results will come in due time. It's about trusting that your efforts will compound. That's the power of compounding, my friends. The small things you do consistently over time create massive results. Just like planting that seed. If you water it today and the next day and the day after that, eventually it grows into a strong tree. Same principle applies to your success. Every effort, every disciplined action, every small improvement, it all adds up. And that's why patience, combined with consistency, is a recipe for success. Now, while we're on the subject of patience, let's talk about persistence. Because if patience is the willingness to wait, persistence is the determination to keep going, no matter what. You can't attract success without persistence. Life is going to test you. There will be setbacks, there will be failures, There will be moments when you question whether it's all worth it. But I'm telling you, I've learned persistence always pays off. Always. The difference between those who succeed and those who don't is often just one thing: persistence. Successful people aren't always the smartest or the most talented, but they are often the most persistent. They refuse to give up. They refuse to be discouraged. They keep going no matter how hard it gets. Tell me, are you willing to fail on your way to success? Are you willing to keep going even when things don't go as planned? Because I'll tell you right now, if you're not willing to persist, you won't attract success. You've got to be resilient. You've got to have grit. You've got to be willing to pick yourself up every time you fall down. Success doesn't go to the person who never fails. It goes to the person who refuses to stay down. So when life knocks you down, and it will, get back up. Dust yourself off and keep moving forward. That's how you attract success. Now, here's something else about persistence. It's not just about working hard. It's about working smart. Persistence without strategy is like running on a treadmill. You're working hard, but you're not getting anywhere. You've got to be persistent with purpose. You've got to have a plan, a roadmap. You've got to know where you're going and then adjust your course as needed. Sometimes when something isn't working, it's not because you're not trying hard enough. It's because you need to change your approach. Persistence doesn't mean doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. It means staying committed to your goal while being flexible in your approach. That's another quality of people who attract success. They are adaptable. They are willing to change their strategy when the situation demands it. They don't get stuck in one way of thinking. They're open to new ideas, new approaches, new ways of doing things. And that's important because the world is constantly changing. What worked yesterday may not work tomorrow. So you've got to be willing to evolve, to grow, to learn new skills, to embrace new opportunities. The more adaptable you are, the more you'll attract success. Back when I was getting started in business, I had this idea in my mind of how things should go. I thought if I worked hard enough, everything would fall into place. But things didn't always go according to plan. There were times when my strategy didn't work. There were times when my business wasn't growing the way I wanted it to. And I had two choices. I could stubbornly keep doing the same thing, or I could adapt. And thank goodness I chose to adapt. I started learning new ways to market, new ways to connect with people, new ways to manage my time and my resources. And you know what? That made all the difference. Success didn't come the way I originally imagined it. It came because I was willing to change, to adjust, to adapt. So ask yourself, are you flexible enough to adapt when life throws you a curveball?